Hey everybody, it's Christopher and Kelly Homestead. How you doing? We're doing great. We hope you're doing great. Anyway, I am actually in the car, and guess who I'm with? Bex! She came to visit, and we're actually on an outing to go see something, and I wanted to bring you along with me as much as I can. So, stay tuned! Well, we have arrived. The Titan Missile Museum. We've arrived! That's a pretty neat place. It looks like there's a few people here. That's good. Well, I hope that's not meaning we're not gonna have a tour, but anyway, what a beautiful day, right? Here's where they have missile museums around the United States. It's pretty neat. Wow.
That's like a 15-story building buried in the ground. Engineers discovered pretty early in the history of the ICBM that there's a big problem launching missiles off the sidelines. The problem is the effects of the engine.
We're at the 2
p.m.
Yep.
Yes. Oh, wow. And we just give those back when we're done?
Yep.
Awesome. That's pretty cute.
Got the NASA t-shirt, I think. We have NASA t-shirts.
They do?
Yeah. Right up in the front.
Well, I like the rocket scientists. For sure. Pretty cool. I should put this on the property. That would be funny.
A couple of years to remove because you have to do the treatments within like six weeks of each other.
You have a reservation with us? I got you. Huh. Oh, you already have your ticket. You're even better.
Cool.
Watch yourself on the stairs, bro.
right, folks, we're 35 feet underground, level 2 of the complex. We're in the access portal. The walls are only a foot thick. It was never designed to withstand a detonation. It's all gonna cave in on itself. It was the way in and the way out. This is where the hard part of the structure begins. 4 feet of concrete in the walls, floors and ceilings are 5 feet thick. Top 30 feet of that side was 8 feet thick of concrete just to hold the weight of that massive.
Cool.
Good, everyone? All right, I need some help launching this thing. Anybody want to help me? Want to help me? Okay. Sit down there. You want to help me? Sit right there. All right, folks, we're in the next 3-story building. This building is round on the top, flat on the bottom. It's designed to deflect an overhead blast away. The top floor is the crew's quarters. Bottom floor is the equipment bay. This floor is launch control, where we launch from, where we spend most of our time. The last thing we need to worry about is a shock wave. A nearby detonation is going to create an incredible earthquake. It's going to make the land above our heads look like waves on the ocean. We need to survive that. Everything critical to launching this missile, the people, the equipment, missile itself, all on giant springs and shock absorbers. You'll see them everywhere, including all 3 floors of this building. We're not attached to the walls, we're just hanging here by either these massive springs around the room. So in case of that shock wave, the ground around us, the shell of the building itself can all move up and down 1.5 feet, a foot side to side. We should just hang here safe in our little cocoon. 4 crew members, 2 officers, 2 enlisted, here for the next 24 hours. That's our ship, we call it an alert. It's our job to decode secret messages, monitor and maintain the missile in the complex, troubleshoot any problems that may arise, keep this place in a state of readiness. That missile has to be ready to fire every second of every day. First crew member, Missile Combat Crew Commander, Captain in the Air Force. You're the boss. You're responsible for all of us and all of this for the next 24 hours, and you have the weight of the world on your shoulders. That order comes through the launch. It's up to the commander here to make sure that the crew's launched. Deputy Missile Combat Group Commander, First and Second Lieutenant, Communication Officer. You have 4 radios connected to 7 different antennas you'll see when you're walking around up there. Redundancy. You're also our safety officer. Anytime anyone's out in that silo, you need to keep track of exactly where they're on that board in case there's an accident or we get the order to launch. We can't launch if anyone's out there. They won't survive. We've got to get them back in here. Your most important job in that cage watching the phone, make sure nobody has a gun to the commander's head. There are no cameras up topside. There's no security forces up there either. All we have is these things we call tipsies, Doppler radar. Sort of like what opens the door at the market these days, only instead of a beam of light, it was a radio beam. Across that radio beam, the alarms are going to go off. 8 of them guard the silo, close your door. 2 of them guard our air supply. You break that beam, these alarms going off. Big great thing in the corner back there is called the blast valve. That valve is connected to our only air shaft. It's going to slam closed. It's going to cut off our air so nobody can kill us while we're down here. It'll also slam closed during a launch or if it detects a nearby detonation to protect us. That's the preamble to an emergency action message. All your radios are going off. Captain has a top secret emergency action message book. So does our deputy. Crack it open. There's a couple forms in here. They each have a grease pencil. They're going to read off a 41-character message. You're both going to copy it down in your books. Then you exchange your books. They repeat the message. You copy it down again. Then you put your 2 books together and you make sure you copy down the same exact thing. When it comes to nuclear weapons in America, in the real world, we use keys. Set of keys in that safe. Yeah, your key goes here. Deputy, your key's over there. The keys are angled. They're 7.5 feet apart, so one person cannot reach both. Spring loaders in the off position, just like the ignition in your car. You can't turn one and go turn the other. Have to go exactly at the same time. Ready now? Put your left hand on the keys. Just don't turn it. Yeah. All right, Captain, you're the boss down here. I'm going to give you a deputy countdown. 3, 2, 1, launch. On launch, you need to turn them clockwise, and you have to hold them until I tell you to let them go.
Okay.
All right?
3, 2, 1, launch.
Turn them. Hold them. Take 5 seconds. You can let go. You did your job. You did what the Air Force paid you to do. You just joined World War III. If the president calls now and says, stop it, we made a huge mistake, too bad. No, there's no self-destruct. There's no possible way to stop it now. The keys have been turned. This is going to launch. This is the launch sequence. First leg, launch enable. Launch enable means everything's been checked and everything's a go. Second leg, batteries activated. 2 batteries sitting on that missile being force-fed electrolyte for the first time. Takes 28 seconds to fill them up. Once they're full, you just get ABS power light. That means the batteries are charged. The missile's on its own. Silo soft. The door just lifted up. It slid open and went through the tips. He set off the alarm. Silo's wide open now. Next leg is guidance go. Guidance computer is talking to McGack for the last time. It's getting its coordinates. Where's it going? How does it get there? What does it do when it reaches that point? Fire engines, the butterfly valve just opened up, the 2 fuels mixed. That thing is lit up out there. All your fire alarms are going up, Captain. When the missile gets to 77% of its full thrust, the 4 explosive bolts that hold it down explode. Titan 2 starts lumbering up out of that silo. 2 seconds later, liftoff, on its way. 58 seconds, folks, that's all this takes is 58 seconds. Less than a minute to end the world. This is what made it so frightening to the Russians. Previous missile, tell you when they receive a message, have to run out there, fill it up with fuel, raise it out of the ground on an elevator, try to launch it. It would take them 30 minutes. They only had 5. They're all vulnerable, they're all targeted, they weren't afraid of them. They tell you too, with that hyperbolic fuel, as long as our MFT keeps that silo at 60 degrees at all times, our missile can sit out there fueled up indefinitely, ready at about a moment's notice, so it only takes us 3 minutes from the time we get the message till it's on its way.
Pretty cool. Suspension. It's kind of cool.
Hey folks, there's another window all the way down to the left, and that's the best window. The work platform down in your way. So you're looking at the second stage of the Titan II. Up above the black part is the re-entry vehicle, just like the one in the gift shop. That's where the warhead sits. That's the only part of the rocket that's going to reach its target. The rest is just to get it started. 103 feet tall, 10 feet in diameter, weighs 330,000 pounds loaded with fuel. First stage engine has 430,000 pounds of thrust, equivalent to 2 747 to full throttle. You've been to an airport, you know how loud that would be? In this tube, it's going to create so much sound energy, it's going to break the missile apart. We had to learn how to fly out of a silo. All the gray panels are 1 foot thick, attenuated panels full of spun fiberglass, so like what's in the muffler of your car. 1963, this was the world's biggest muffler. We also have a 100,000 gallon tank of water attached to us. Turn the keys, it dumps all the water under the engine. Water mixes with exhaust, turns to steam. The energy it takes to create steam absorbs sound. Titan II is the first rocket launch is going to end up. Russian electronics, folks. Guarantee you don't have a Russian laptop at home. So they did the only other thing they could do. They put the biggest nuclear weapon they could possibly lift off the ground. Titan II is America's biggest missile. 9 megaton bomb is the biggest bomb we ever had. The Russians have 20 megaton bombs. 20 million tons of TNT. That bomb is blown.
Literally, I came off ship. We were going to launch the next day.
Oh, sorry.
That's as close as you get to it, I guess.
Well, I think that's the tour. We're gonna look at a couple more things. That's cool. Oh, so that slides. So it lifts up and slides.
Yeah. In like less than a minute or something.
58 seconds or something?
Yeah.
Well, it's a beautiful day. What is this? My phone said something. I don't know what it says. But we're just at the end of the tour. There's some thrusters. Engines. Whoa. That's super neat. Well, I hope you liked the tour. Live life to the fullest. See you soon.